The Marvelous Mrs Maisel has zoomed in on the turbulent life of a wealthy 1950s housewife turned stand-up comedian. The Amazon Prime Video series has won a legion of fans and respect from critics during its 6-year stint with the show winning a plethora of awards. Unfortunately, the end is now in sight as it has been confirmed there is just one season to go. Warning: this article contains spoilers from Marvelous Mrs Maisel. Why is Marvelous Mrs Maisel ending? The Marvelous Mrs Maisel was last seen in early 2022 with fans desperate to see the hilarious and dramatic show return to the small screen. Thankfully, the wait for its renewal wasn't too long, but it is bittersweet as it was stated this would be the 5th and final season. Throughout its life on Amazon Prime Video, it has continued to attract high viewing ratings, and the beloved cast, led by actress Rachel Brosnahan, is still very dedicated. Nevertheless, The Marvelous Mrs Maisel is coming to an end as the story is simply reaching its natural conclusion. Antiques Roadshow guest taken aback by value of bracelet. The married producers Amy Sherman-Palladino and Dan Palladino spoke to The Hollywood Reporter's TV's Top 5 podcast ahead of Season 3 about the show's journey. They explained that they knew the roadmap of The Marvelous Mrs Maisel from very early on in their process. Dan stated, "We have an idea emotionally where we want the Midge character to end. We don't know exactly how long it's going to take." Sherman-Palladino then went on to give a breakdown of what their original outline looked like. The first year was her discovery, the second year things unravel, the third season she goes on tour. Amazon had already heard the bullet points for what the seasons were going to be. When The Marvelous Mrs Maisel's 5th series does begin on April 14th, subscribers will be treated to the first 3 episodes. After that, new installments are going to come out weekly, with the final episode scheduled to be released on Friday, May 26th. Originally, Season 5 was only meant to have 8 episodes, but it was later decided another installment was needed. Don't miss. Tony Robinson shares Prince William's Blackadder request. Royal, the Power author told book was absurd as schools wouldn't close. Explainer, 13 best films on Prime Video. What's on Amazon Prime Video in April? Revealed, Season 4's finale featured a moment fans had been waiting years for. Midge Maisel, played by Rachel Brosnahan, and Lenny Bruce's, Luke Kirby, sex scene. They had been flirting around their obvious chemistry for a long time, and finally, they were able to admit their desire for one another. Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing from then on, as the morning after the night before, Midge finds Lenny's drugs in the bathroom. She was aware he had an issue with drugs but didn't realize the extent of the problem until then. There was also the small matter of Midge refusing to open the show for singer Tony Bennett at the iconic Carnegie Hall. Lenny managed to secure the gig for her, but she didn't feel up to it, so Midge turned it down. But after their steamy night together, Midge reconsiders, but is it too late to change her mind? The Marvelous Mrs Maisel returns for Season 5 on Friday, April 14th on Amazon Prime Video.